Chapter 11. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. John 8:12. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm unable to sleep. Cindy left on the Sunset flight back to California. She could only join the whale expedition during the 2 weeks of spring break. Tomorrow, Cindy will be back in her college classroom, studying her lessons, but no doubt thinking about whales and maybe about me. Lying in bed, I wonder about our future. I already know that I will ask Cindy to marry me. The big question is when. This is not an easy thing for a man to ask. Curled on the nightstand is the flower lace she wore to the airport. In the morning, I will cast the lei into the ocean. It is an ancient Hawaiian custom, a physical promise to return to these tropical islands one day. Lifting the tea leaf wrapped lei, I inhale the fragrant flower's delicate bouquet. Dropping it onto my chest, I ponder the wonder of an adventurous life with someone who is as much fun as Cindy. Outside, I hear the rustle of palm trees swaying in the island trade winds. Several of the long fronds are lightly brushing against the window's wooden shutters. The soft scraping sound blends with the deep toned choruses of a stand of bamboo trees clunking against each other. The tall, hollow trees are thick and old. The bamboo stand echoes with deep reverberations, like a giant wooden wind chime. Beneath the music of the wind, there is the deep rumble of pounding surf. I lean out the open window and see shimmering waves bathed in moonlight. My bungalow is nestled amongst the trees, a mere 100 feet from the shore. A few minutes later, I step out its front door. In one hand, I carry Cindy's flower lei. In the other hand, my swim fins. Walking across the white sand beach, I see an almost full moon sailing in a cloudless sky. Its lunar light glistens on the restless ocean. Closer to shore, the surf is emitting a faint neon glow of its own. The tumbling action of the wave is exciting the phytoplankton in the water. These tiny life forms, also known as dinophalanges, contain leptophase, a substance that emanates a soft glow just like fireflies. The cadence of the waves create a rippling luminescence that pales and fades with each passing breaker. Walking out into the warm tropical water, I don my fins and begin to swim out. Placing the lei around my neck, I'm planning on releasing it out beyond the surf zone. Diving into the white water from the first oncoming wave, I feel the surge ripping Cindy's lei to shreds. Turning to look behind me underwater, I see the spinning flowers washing away, leaving tiny fluorescent wakes in their passage. I immediately move to part two of my plan, night body surfing. When swimming out through surf, it is easier to go under the waves. Taking a deep breath, I dunk under the next breaker. The surf is running 4 to 5 feet. Challenging, but fun-sized waves. Underwater, the bottom is cast in darkness above me. The waves ripple with their fluorescent glow. It is here that I begin to hear the whales singing. The humpback sounds are at first faint, but the whale music intensifies as I reach deeper water. Immersed in the whale love songs, I surface just beyond the surf zone, looking to catch my first wave. In the near darkness, depth perception is difficult to judge, but as the wave builds before me, I see moonlight radiating through the gleaming wall of water. Using the moon as a reference, I begin kicking vigorously with both fins as the rising swell of water sweeps me upward. Just before the leading edge of the wave begins to throw out, I launch face first down the tumbling wall of cascading water. For an instant, I am almost in full free fall. Then my chest plows into the vertical moving surface. Arching my back and reaching out with my right arm creates lift. I begin skimming rapidly across the rushing water. My right arm acts as a rudder. Pointing upward, it carries me higher into the racing breaker. Passing over a submerged reef, the wave becomes supercritical. Then the lip before me pitches outward into a perfect revolving tube of water. Momentarily caught inside a spinning vortex, I watch glowing swirls of luminescence play across the fast moving liquid surface. My outstretched hand knifes into the smooth water, leaving a comet like wake of neon blue fluorescent fire. Through the shadowy sheen of the wave surface, I see the glowing orb of the moon shimmering in the dark water. Then the wave collapses into itself, sending me spinning along the bottom. The water surge weaves a glow around each object it washes over. The bottom is alive with swirling trails of fluorescent light from the phytoplankton. Swimming back to the surface, I shake the water from my hair and eyes and see something I did not know existed. Just before each wave breaks, the trade wind lifts a fine mist of water from the feathery leading edge of the breakers, caught within the midst. As it momentarily hangs suspended in the wind is a pale moon bow. The ghostly colors softly radiant in the midst. Mist evaporates in hardly more than an instant. For a couple of hours, I play in the surf zone. I watch the moon setting and the night parade of the stars. The whale music swells and fades with its own secret rhythm. Finally exhausted and cold, I ride a breaker back to the shore. On the beach, I see one of Cindy's flowers resting on the white sand. Picking it up, I wished with all my might that Cindy could have shared this magic night with me. One of the truths I have learned about life is that happiness, challenge, and adventure are all enhanced by being shared with a friend. Marriage is an adventure in cooperation. The more we share, the richer we'll be, and the less we share, the poorer we will be. Harold B. Walker. Setting the flower back into the water, I watch it swirling back out to sea. In the quiet at night, I make Cindy a silent promise. Though you may become my wife, I promise that you will first be my friend. When we treat family as friends and friends as family, we are sharing the best qualities of these relationships with the people we care about the most. Friendships are life's treasures. They define the quality of our existence. A man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Proverbs 18:24.